Hey everyone, Jason Weckerle here, and I kind of have a special episode here because I'm heading up north with a friend of mine to go fish some panfish, northern pike, maybe some walleyes. We're going to be fishing a beautiful lake that he has a cottage on, and we're going to be fishing some rivers. The river is mainly for walleyes and smallmouth, maybe a couple pike, but the lake, we're going after panfish and pike mainly. We've gotten some big panfish out of this lake over the years, but it's kind of had its ups and downs because sometimes this lake freezes out in winter and the fish die. So it's up and down, it just cycles. And you never know if next year you're gonna catch fish or you're gonna come across a bunch of dead ones. But it sounds like for the past few years, things have kind of balanced out and things are doing okay. Fish are coming back. We've had phenomenal years. We've had awful years. So can't wait to get up there with my buddy Troy, see what happens. I'm going to show you guys what I'm bringing along and hit the road. Since I'm only going for a weekend, I'm bringing a backpack with 1 box of hard baits, which are like crankbaits and Rapalas. We do well on spoons for the pike up there, and sometimes bass too, spinners, just shallow diving stuff because the rivers we're gonna fish are gonna be fairly shallow. And the lake we fish is fairly shallow, or very shallow. Got a couple top waters, shallow diving crankbaits, rattle baits, Daredevil and Johnson Silver minnow spoons, husky jerks, and floating Rapala originals. And then I'm bringing along some soft plastics for the walleyes. Some more soft plastics. And you can't forget to bring a jig box. I got my mosquito net jacket because I hear the mosquitoes are bad this year already up there. Bug spray, SPF 70, some Ziploc bags and a fillet knife. Pliers, hook sharpener. Can't go without a good headlamp. But brain net bug spray and SPF 70 and a headlamp for sure if you're ever going up north. And then, this is my panfish bag. The front of it consists of some bobbers, some garlic markers. I love using these for some scent and coloration on my plastics. Extra 4-pound monofilament just in case I tangle up and need to respool. Some rocket bobbers and, well, more bobbers. Never go pan fishing without a forceps, by the way. Helps get the hooks out a lot easier out of those tiny mouths. Then up here, I guess this could have just been a panfish lesson to you, but I got some Bobby Garland itty bitty slab hunters, and then old school tube jigs, 2-inch Mr. Twisters. These are the colors I love using for crappies and panfish. Some more beetle spins, 1/32 and 1/16 ounce jigs and hair jigs. A couple frizzy spoons. Those are really good under bobbers for crappies and bluegills. And then I have a bunch of ice jigs. Sometimes I like tipping these with pieces of night crawler. Some 1/64 ounce hair jigs. Those are very deadly for crappies, especially when they want something that's falling slowly through the water. handful of sinkers and hooks and floating jigs. Some more plastics are inside this pouch right here. And then you can't go without some Berkeley Gulp Alive. These little waxies or maggots, or even their tiny little minnows, the 1-inch. Got all that stuff in here too. You can see the little minnow. Only reason I have this container is because one of my old containers broke. But that is what I'm bringing along for the weekend. All right, now I'm gonna show you guys really quick the 6 rods I'm taking up north, which if anyone knows me, they're thinking, you're only bringing 6 fishing poles up north? Well, if I was bass fishing, I'd have probably 6 more, but I'm only going for pike, walleyes, and panfish. So the first rod is a medium action crankbait rod, which I like using crankbait rods for topwater and crankbaits because they have a softer tip and a lot of backbone, a lot of strength. About 3/4 of the way down the rod, you got this super soft section, and then it just loads up with power. And that's good for topwater fishing because it doesn't allow you to pull the bait away from the fish too fast when they strike on the surface. It's good for crankbait fishing because it helps you not rip the hooks out of the fish's mouth when the bait's moving along. I just have 12-pound monofilament on there. I'm gonna slap a titanium not too kinky leader on there and fish for pike with that. Maybe even catch a few bass. Then I have a medium light action 6.5 foot St. Croix Triumph rod with a Fluger Tryon reel, 10-pound Power Pro braided line to a 12-pound test fluorocarbon leader. That's my jig pole for walleyes when we hit the rivers. I have this 6.5 foot light action with 8-pound Power Pro, a smaller Fluger Tryon reel, and this is a St. Croix Triumph rod again. I got this for my beetle spin lure right here, one of the classic spinner baits. Very cheap at Walmart. They're only about $1 or less. And you can throw on all sorts of tube jigs, hair jigs, twister tails, whatever you want on there. And the panfish, bass, and pike love that lure. Here I have a 7-foot medium action. This is gonna be for casting Rapalas for walleyes and pike, bass, whatever wants to eat. 12-pound fluorocarbon leader to 10-pound Power Pro braid. And then over here, I got 2 ultralight 8-foot rods. These are Sam's super sensitive IM6 graphite jig poles. They're made by the BNP or the B&M Pole Company. That's www.bnmpoles.com, all one word, B&M. And these have been excellent panfish rods. I catch walleyes on these rods, white bass, and I have 1,000 size Shimano Sedona reels with 4-pound trilene XL monofilament. These are going to be for bobbers, jigging small plastics, throwing out some night crawlers, whatever. Now I am all shaven, showered, car is packed, and I'm going to pick up my buddy Troy, and we're hitting the road. We're expecting some rain tomorrow, but we're gonna wear some rain gear and deal with it. Hopefully we get some fish. That's fishing, you never know, but I'm sure we'll catch some fish. Trying to get some pike for pickling, trying to get some panfish for deep frying, so Let's see what we can do. Well, the car is packed to the gills. We're gonna hit the road.
Look at this hail. Look at that. It is so loud. My goodness.
Well, we finally made it up here safely. Only saw one deer driving all the way up, so that's good. We're just checking out a fishing spot quick, and then we're gonna put the boat in at the lake, go out and catch some panfish and pike, hopefully. I think we'll catch some fish. Troy's down here checking things out, and it's absolutely gorgeous out right now. It's been a nice drive up here, but now let's catch some fish. You guys still got those kids up here drawing penises on your street?
So far, so good.
We are finally here. All right, Troy just got the boat in, and we are off to catch some fish. All right, we're both throwing the classic beetle spin, 90-cent lure at Walmart. Had a bite right away. Oop, oh, I don't know what that was. That felt nice. Just caught the first crappie of the trip. Caught that one on a white twister tail. Alright, got crappie number 2 for the trip. Kind of figuring out what they want. Caught the first one on a white twister tail. Second one on a chartreuse twister tail. Troy lost a couple over here. So there's fish biting and around. Coming to Butthead. One thing I always do is I make sure the knot is pushed back towards the hook, just to make sure that, yeah, so it hangs horizontal. Ooh, there's a bite. That one really took it too. There we go. Chartreuse twister. Right here.
Oh, that was under your bobber?
Mm-hmm. That one's a little small. Alright. What do you got here, a bass?
Yep.
On a yellow twister tail. Good to see a largemouth. Come back when you're 5 pounds. Nice. That's your first fish for the trip now, hey?
Oh, finally got
Yeah, let's get more. All right, we decided to try a new spot, and it looks really fishy up in here. Looks like a classic bass spot. Oh, got one. What is this? Bluegill. Nice. That's a good one. Got that on beetle spin with a pink and white. See if we can get another one. That's nice. Here, I'm gonna throw my topwater bait in here for a few casts. Ooh! Oh, that was a big bass, dude. Oh, man. Just lost what looked like a 5-pound bass, 4-pounder, 5-pounder. That was a nice fish. Was not expecting one that size. Yeah. Troy. Ooh, there we go. That was a cool hit. Did you see that? Oh man, they're dangerous with these treble hooks.
I can hear them.
That was a cool hit. Nice.
See how the little guys are just starting? This is overtaken.
That was really cool. I love seeing the way they sometimes come all the way out of the water for a bait. What do you got going here? Ooh, nice. Holy shit. Wow, that's a huge bluegill, dude. Well, we caught a few bass, a couple bluegills, couple crappies, one little dinky northern, so it's a decent start. My buddy Troy back here has gotten a lot of logs today. This is a very, very log-infested lake, but it's a good time, beautiful sunset. We're gonna be dealing with rain tomorrow, so we deserve this beautiful evening. Let's catch some more fish though. There's a deer right over there walking in the water. It has been many years since I caught a bluegill with a forehead like that. Wow, big one. Hopefully we get some more. This is, I think, fish number 5 or 6 in the basket. Not a bad start. That's a crappie. There you go. He'll flay. That's a good one. Come on, man, hold him up for the whole lake to see. Troy over here with another nice sized crappie. Good one, man. perfect keeper size. Those 10 inches. I just caught another big crappie. Troy got a couple big crappies. I'm getting a lot of bites from mosquitoes. That's the Northwoods. Alright, we are fishing last light before we head in and maybe go do some walleye fishing. So, is that the plan, Troy? Walleye fishing? Awesome. Not a bad start. Got a few crappies and big bluegills. I think I got 8 of them. We had a lot more bites than that. It wasn't the fastest fishing, but we caught some bass. Caught some, I think we caught a pike. A few crappies, a few bluegills. It was a good evening, but the mosquitoes are really bad right now. We're gonna get out and do some walleye fishing tonight at a river. See what happens. There's Troy's catch. We did fairly well, but not as well as we are used to from this particular lake we're on. Maybe tomorrow morning we'll do better. We got some pretty big ones in there. So I'm gonna give you guys a little tour of the cottage here. This is your classic little Northwoods cottage. This is my buddy Troy's cottage. His family, I guess, has had this place since 1970 or so, he said. Got some nice fish mounts. You caught that one out of this lake, right?
No. None of these are from this lake.
There's a lake right outside the window. But it's a nice cottage. Love coming up here and hanging out with my buddy. This is a bedroom right here. Alright, so we're looking for an oscillating fan that's in this cottage, so I'm gonna pull down this attic space and show you guys what this looks like up here. Like I said, sorry, my buddy Troy and his family have owned this place for a long time and have done a lot of renovations and good things to the place. There's the fan that we need. Just one big bed and one more big bed. That's the upstairs. It's nice being up here. It's unfortunate we only get 2 days up here, but we're gonna make it count and catch some more fish. It's 11 o'clock at night and my buddy and I just pulled up to the first dam. We're gonna try for some walleyes. It's completely dark, so stay tuned. If we catch anything, you'll know. If we don't, we'll see you tomorrow morning. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Mr. Largemouth decided to make my night. I lost a walleye or a giant bass on the first cast, but that's the first fish of the night. Let's get more. All right, so we're off to the next fishing spot. We had a couple bites, caught a bass, lost a fish that looked like a walleye or a pike, but off to the next spot. We're by a dam right now. We're going to another dam. It's really late at night, getting bit by mosquitoes, so hopefully we last out here. All right, second dam, and I just caught this walleye on a black and white F9 floating Rapala original. A nice fish, a legal size walleye, so he's coming home for dinner. Well, the first cast at the second dam tonight with a Rapala original produced a nice walleye. So now I'm back down here. I'm gonna see if there's gonna be any more fish. It's almost midnight. We're burning the candle or the wick at both ends right now. We're tired, but we're still out here trying to catch fish and make the most of it before storms move in. It's gonna be a rainy day tomorrow, so I don't know how much filming I'll do, but I hope it's a good video so far for whoever's watching it. Thank you for your support, your views, your likes, your comments, your subscriptions. Like and subscribe. Let's catch some more walleyes. So what did you catch? That is a nice walleye. About the same size as mine, maybe a little bigger. What'd you catch it on?
The fire tiger.
Well, my buddy Troy just caught another walleye. He caught it on a fire tiger F9 Rapala original, size 9. Same thing I'm using, but I'm using the black and white. Rapalas at night in shallow water for walleyes. Bread and butter, old school. Doesn't get much better than that in the Northwoods. Another walleye. This one's a little smaller, so it's going back, but at least they're biting and there's fish around. About a 15-incher, nothing serious, but at least there's fish around. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning and we're catching walleyes. All right, man. Might be undersized, but at least it's a fish, right? Nice one. Just a little walleye on a fire tiger Rapala. Nothing fancy. Yep. Good job, man.
Thanks.
Hi, little guy. Do not lay in the road. What are you doing? We could have ran you over. You got a collar on. Get back home. Get out of the road. Aw, you're a baby. You're a baby. Oh my God, I want to take you home. Can you get out of the road? I don't know if I should leave you. You're a baby. Please get out of the road. I know you live around here. All right. I gotta go. It was nice meeting you, little one. I don't want to leave you. Now you're following me? Now you're following me? Look at this. I can't bring you home. My cats would kill you. 5 cats is too much. Dude, 5 cats is too much. Look at this little cutie though. Alright, man. Nice meeting you. It was nice meeting you. Aww, you are a baby. Please get out of the road. See you, guy.